Hi! Thanks for clicking on this video. Today I will be discussing all the FREIDA McFadden books I have read so far, part 1. I hope you like my channel. Let's move on to the video. If you've spent any time on social media, and especially BookTube, you have probably heard of the name FREIDA McFadden. She is known for her fast-paced stories and twists that leave you staring at the wall. So let's start rating the books that I have read so far, part 1. I will share my honest thoughts, what I loved, what didn't work for me, and whether each book is worth the hype or not. Let's move on to the first book. Alright, the first book we will be discussing is The Divorce. This book follows Naomi. She lives a perfect life. But then, unexpectedly, she gets kicked out by her husband. She absolutely cannot accept any of it, which will bring her into a lot of horrible situations. Well, I really enjoyed reading this. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. A very enjoyable and gripping book that I finished in no time. The plot twist was great, but not mind-blowing. I did not see it coming though. The characters were easy to keep track on and were very well developed. I was left with some questions at the end, and I don't really like that. That made me rate this book 4 out of 5 stars instead of a 5-star rating. Let's move on to the next one. The second book is The Inmate. This book is about Brooke. She is a nurse at a maximum security prison. But nobody knows that Brooke already knows one inmate, called Shane Nelson, a very dangerous inmate. Brooke even put him there herself with her testimony. I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. I must say, for a FREIDA McFadden book, the plot twist was a little weak. I liked the story, but I did not like the way the story moved back and forth, and that made it a little dull and confusing. I enjoyed reading it, but it is not my favorite. So that's why I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but it was a great story. Okay, let's move on to the third book. The third book, Never Lie. While looking for the dream house, a couple visits the house of previous owner Dr. Adrian Hale, a psychologist who disappeared 4 years ago. When a snowstorm blocked the road, the couple has no other choice other than staying at the house of the doctor. Throughout their stay, Tricia, the wife, finds a secret room. The room is filled with tapes. Will they discover what happened to the doctor or not? Well, I love this book so much. One of her best books in my opinion. Some parts were actually really thrilling. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I could not put this book down. And also, I don't have anything negative to say about this book. A 10 out of 10 for me. Let's move on to the fourth. The next one is Do Not Disturb. I think this book is one of FREIDA's less popular books, but we will see. Quinn Alexander committed an unthinkable crime, and to avoid spending her whole life in prison, she leaves everything behind. She heads to the northern border where she gets stuck in a snowstorm. Because of the snowstorm, she must stay at the broken down Baxter Motel, where she discovers unsettling secrets. I really enjoyed reading this book. It was fast-paced, suspenseful, and incredibly engaging. It had me hooked from the start. The plot twist felt a little weak, but I must say it did not make this book any less enjoyable. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The fifth book, The Surrogate Mother. After years of infertility, Abby is hopeless. Lucky for her, assistant Monica seems to have the solution for Abby's dream. But is such a generous offer really with only good intentions? This was a pretty fun read, but not groundbreaking for me. The book is really fast-paced, so I read it in less than 2 days. The storyline itself isn't especially refreshing, but it was still a solid book. I had a great time reading it. but because it was not that special for me, I rated a 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, now we will move on to the last book in this video, The Intruder. Casey lives in a cabin in the woods. As expected, in times of a hurricane, not the best place to spend your time. When she thought the hurricane was her biggest problem, she discovers a human hiding in the woods and lurking outside her kitchen window. I personally will never understand why this book is rated pretty low by other readers. I loved it so much. It was thrilling, suspenseful, and full of twists. It was a real brain breaker, and this is my =1 recommendation for people who want to read a tensive and gripping thriller. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Again, a 10 out of 10 read for me. Alright, this is the end of the video. Let me know what you think of these books. Did you enjoy watching this video and would you like to see more? Please subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Part 2 of rating Freida McFadden books. Bye!